Now, when you look at the Sumerian tablet, the Inuit Elish, some other Egyptian scrolls, alright, places where most of these things you have in the Bible were copied from, you discover that the one that these major religions worship, the one they call God, is not the see, you divert your energy to all these deities that impersonate the creator of the universe. Alright? They impersonate the creator of the universe. So there are different hierarchies there in the spiritual world. There are different gods. Alright? Now you think you are worshipping a powerful God. I keep asking you, Christians, Muslims, and those who have an organized religion, I ask you, do you sit and ask yourself, the God that you worship so much, the one that you say creates you, is so powerful, why is it that God is not fighting for himself? That God is using you. You know, you look for an excuse, eh? It's because I know, nah. You look for excuse. Because your soul has been bought by these deities that you worship. Hey, I'm a Christian, I go to church, I go and pray. You think you are praying to the creator of the universe. You are wasting your time. It's high time all of you open your eyes. It's high. You can hate me as you want. You can come up here and expose yourself, because most of you are hiding there. You are hiding there, pretending that you are the awakened ones. You are my subscribers. There are billions of things God cannot do. You know, people are used to this phrase of, oh, what God cannot do does not exist, so God can do everything, all right? Now, there are billions of things God cannot do. A lot of things that God, the God that you worship, that you jump for, that you go and praise, there are a lot of things that God cannot do. Okay? Now, I want to take you to this. You see, I'm not the one saying all these things, oh. When I stumble upon it, I will show it to you. It's your pastors, those who are your pastors that are now waking up by force. They are the ones that are bringing this up. So let's listen to this.
It is the nature of all false prophets to create a conscience where there is none, and to cause conscience to disappear where it does exist. As our pastors are the one now destroying Christianity. It is not in doubt that religion is the opium of the masses, and a lot of false prophets have taken advantage of this to deceiving unsuspecting followers for their own benefit. In Nigeria today, ditto Africa, magicians have taken over the house of God, and they parade themselves as prophet of God, while in actual sense, these people are all prophets of Baal. To them, Christianity starts and ends with giving, as they steal in the name of the Lord. The bigger your problem, the bigger you are told to donate. Challenge God and see if he will not offload his blessings upon you, they say. Yet, you never even feel challenge common government when they steal your money every day, but they tell you to challenge God. You believe them, you believe you can believe anything. Why is it upon a scam? Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly and ravaging wolf. That's what the Bible says. What God cannot do does not exist. And a lie. There are billions of things God cannot do. God gave you a brain, he cannot do the thinking for you. For most of them, religion is nothing more than a substitute for malfunctioning brain. So that's why they remove your ability to do critical thinking and create fear around you, then say miracle to you. That fear, the key that unlocks the pocket of the rich and the poor and gullible. They tell you, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for the Lord is with me. Yet they drive around with bulletproof cars and number of mobile police, enough to form a battalion, as they frighten you not to give to the poor woman in the village who they claim is a witch, that will take your gift to coven and tie your destiny. So rather bring it to the church so that the pastor will lay hand on it and before he gives it away. All on a job. That's 419 mentality. They would raise sword against anyone that preaches against tithe and offering, or first fruit, or taxes that they collect, even if that person is a true Christian or one of them. That's why everything to them starts and ends with donation. Let 20 people come out to give 1 million naira. After that 1 million, they go still reach 100 naira and 5 naira, stealing from both the rich and the poor. The church and pastors want money, they turn to members. But members want money, they are told to turn to God. Why, so, brethren? God is not after your money, but your salvation. For these pastors have fleeced more people of their hard-earned money and made more people poor and depressed than they have actually saved people. They are quick to shout Malachi 3:10, but we never pointed to Deuteronomy 14:22-29, where the law of tithing was actually established and you were instructed to eat your tithe. That is why they celebrate the fraudulent, the corrupt, the wealthy than the meek and the righteous. They claim to be modern-day Levi, but they forget that Levi is a tribe in Israel, and yet are not a calling. So show me a Levi, and I will give you my tithe. So why they not call you into Tinubu or Big Gate or Elon Musk family? Only thief masquerading as chief. Instead of a place of worship, they have turned the church into a gathering where the best of cars, clothing, and materialistic things are showcased. Comic relief are entertained because of the hollowness and lack of godliness in these places. My God is not a poor God. No wonder more people are now questioning the existence of God. As they say, if his so-called messengers can be this carnal without repercussion, what then is the need? Some of the pastors claim to even drink tea with God and stop natural weather in foreign countries for months. Yet, they no fee even stop the scorching sun that is burning people here even when light no day. Some claim to raise more people from the dead. Yet, bad roads and non-availability of infrastructure is killing their church members daily. And they never feel even raise them. I mean, church members, they forbid to raise from the dead. Others claim to hold the key to the kingdom. But what their followers do not know is that the key to the vault, when they won't give madam and girlfriends, now they hold, not the key to the kingdom. Some even say they stop a bullet with their hand and drove cars from Lagos to Abuja without fuel. They collect money from you to build schools, yet you can't afford to send your children there because of exorbitant fee. They promise you, they ask you to invest in the heaven, but are quickly collecting their return on investment here on earth. They tell you all sorts of lies in the name of God. And rather than lead people to God, they're actually chasing people away from God, while the few credible ones in church are silent because of mob criticism. Even motivational speakers today call themselves pastors too, as more people are calling God instead of God calling them. And while they criticize politicians in the afternoon, they go to collect tithe and offering from these same politicians in the night. And why you continue to carry your own cross. I will therefore advocate until we begin to judge this so-called God of men, masquerading as men of God, so that we also will be judged. We will continue to have charlatans occupy the pulpit until they completely eradicate the gospel and replace it with their own thought. True religious leaders must urgently rise up and speak up if they must salvage the already bad situation. To return to higher standard of living, the church, CAN, PFN, and all other associations must abandon this so-called prophet and seek new leaders of their own choosing. The government on its own owes it a duty to the society to create sanity and must establish laws to limit the proliferation of religious centers, all in the name of winning souls, while they are actually destroying souls. If you like, insult me from now to today. It will not stop me from calling out your pastors. So, well, let me listen to your insults on our comment section in all our social media platforms showing on your screen. And for those who share the same sentiment with me, please feel free to share. We can collectively sanitize these birds, chase this ballhead out of the yard. For if we remove tithe, offering, first fruit, and all revenue collection from most of these churches, they will fold up on their own. Remember, in prosperity preaching, only the pastor prospers, while you who is giving remains poor. So borrow yourself a brain. See you next week.
Borrow yourself a brain. Common sense. Majesties. When you look at the deteriorating state of our people, of the world, because of religion, when you look at what is done to rest because of this thing that we hold so dear, these beliefs we hold so dear, we don't want to see the truth. Like he said, the moment you begin to wake people up, you become their enemy. You become the enemy of the church. This is automatically. You have all insulted me here. You have all called me names here. In short, most of you call me devil. Abigail, when you started, you did not start like this. So now, what is wrong? Are you trying to show people the way, or you are trying to destroy them? Abigail this, Abigail that. Abigail, are you sure the devil is not holding you? Abigail, are you sure that the demonic forces have not tied you? You call me devil. That shows that I'm doing something great. That means the thing is touching you. And then your emotion, right? Your emotion is what is getting hold of you. So it's time to use your common sense. Think! Use common sense. You will go and give your all and you can't feed with your families. And you come to my house to beg me for food. So when I say I don't have to give because I have to eat with my own family, you tag me a bad person. Why not have common sense? So when the members want money, they turn to God. Oh, God, give me money. God, give me money. They pray, they pray, they pray. They go to struggle. They go to work. And then at the end, they have something. But when the pastors want money, they turn to the members. Oh, Chimo. Who did this to us? And still, you don't want to think. Have you said that? Why is it that these pastors are always asking us for money? I will say it again. Your God that you worship is all powerful, omnipotent, kiniko. He cannot build himself a house. Does he not have a place to stay? Why must you be the one to struggle and sweat and carry everything you will labor for to go and give to church? They say you come and build the house of God. When you build the house of God, God will build your house. But you finish building the house of God, you come and sit down. Do you see any God coming from the sky to come and build your house for you? You still struggle to build your own house. Even the church man that you struggle to give money to, they don't even know. Nobody will come and help you even. You will struggle to build your own house. You will struggle to furnish your house. But they tell you when you build and furnish the house of God, God will come and do your own for you. Have you ever wake up and sat down throughout the day in your house and have food to eat? You have to work. You work for your food, is that not so? But you still don't have common sense. You don't have common sense. And so they come to you, they lie to you, they squeeze out the little you have to survive with. You give. Now there is a power in giving. But let it be that you give out of free will. Alright? If not one day, when you follow all these houses of miracles and prayer, because you don't have peace of mind, you are looking for miracle. What kind of miracle are you looking for? What kind of miracle are you searching? You look for miracle, look for miracle, look for miracle. That's why they get hold of you, they lie to you and steal from you every day. You still don't want to learn. Common sense, we don't have. The ones that are trying to help you to reason where becomes a devil. So you were created and were given reasoning. That reasoning and brains that the creator gave to you is useless. You are telling the creator, you shouldn't have given me reasoning. Because we don't use our senses these days. When it comes to church, when it comes to religion, we don't think again. We become fools. You see respectable people that you see them, you look at them, you be like, why can't this person think? We become fools. And they are there up there in the name of pastor and men of God. A fool for God, when you are a fool for Christ, you have the reward. And you'll be mumu. No wonder they call us sheep. I don't know if you watched that video of sheep and shepherd. I don't know if I've uploaded that video or not. They call us sheep now because whenever they say go, they say use your eyes of faith, but is that not how sheep are? Sheep use eyes of faith. When you're driving and they're passing on the road, you are horny, man, they will not hear. They will still enter the road. They are using their eyes of faith. So you become sheep using eyes of faith. So when you go and then you go and fall into the hole, they'll look for an excuse again. I just hope that we see what we need to see. I hope that we realize what we ought to realize. And I'm not giving up. That is my mission. What I'm doing right now is my mission from the beginning. Nothing changed though. I was trying to build a foundation and I pamper you from beginning. Alright? So we've reached this stage of maturity. So everything comes out raw. I'm not patting your head anymore. You are getting it raw. And this is how I select you. Alright? I know most of you are there, you are pretending. I'll say it again. You are pretending to be Abigail's subscriber, but you are not. Gradually, you'll be selected and kicked out. Like I told you, I'm not after subscribers. If not, by now, I know content I'll put here that many of you will come for it. I know content I'll put that will drag people population. Alright? But that is not what I'm after. I have a mission, and that is what I am here for. Your Majesties. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.